Hello, and welcome to Small Biz Catalyst. I am your host, Ayisat Abilogun. Join me as we explore ways that we as small business owners can pay ourselves a growing six-figure salary without pulling out our hair. Whether you're a small business owner or an economic development professional, this show is for you. Let's explore together. And if you listen to the end, I will share some grants that might be beneficial to your business. Entrepreneurs today are not just building businesses. We're building audiences. And in 2025, your voice might be more valuable than your products. So many founders are grinding behind the scenes, but invisible online. You may feel like, I'm not a YouTuber or an influencer. How do I fit into the creator economy? You don't have to dance on TikTok to go viral. You just need to learn how to document what you already know in a way that creates impact and income. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the creator economy for entrepreneurs, how to turn your voice into value. What is the creator economy? You're an entrepreneur running a business and you're wondering, do I have to be a content creator now? The creator economy is basically people monetizing knowledge, personality, or skills via platforms. It's not just YouTubers, it's coaches, consultants, boutique owners, makers, and tech founders. It includes courses, newsletter, affiliate marketing, brand deals, community building, you name it. If you're creating and you can monetize it, you are part of the creator economy. How does the creator economy intersect with entrepreneurship? Truth is, you're already a creator. You write emails, you probably write Instagram posts, maybe you do webinars. You already are creating content in your space. Now, all you need to do is learn how to monetize that in parallel with your product or service. Ask yourself, what do I know that others want to learn from me? For me, several years ago, when we started Financial Leadership Club of America, it was financial literacy, not only in schools and universities, middle schools, high schools, and universities, but also for small business owners. Although I focused on speaking at that time, I immediately changed. I already knew that my speaking was already content that I had created. And so I had to tailor this content into something that would bring me money. And so we channeled the same content into a course that we sold online to schools. Let's dive in a little bit more. Why is it that entrepreneurs today should not and cannot afford to ignore the creator economy? You're already competing in a crowded market. Perhaps you feel unseen or easily replaceable. You might even feel like you can't be found or you can't serve. The creator economy gives you visibility, authority, and scalability. So let's create a plan. Here are 3 reasons you as an entrepreneur need to lean in. Number 1, trust is currency. People buy from people they follow. Number 2, content drives discovery. Organic reach is free marketing. I honestly didn't understand the impact of this until last year when I was traveling a lot. And so because I had a little bit more time on hands, I posted a little bit more than usual. Plus I was often alone by myself. Well, I didn't realize that there was something called the silent followers. Those are people who don't like your post, comment on your post, but they're watching your post. And so I would come home and people would ask me questions about what I was doing or about a place that I went or an event. And then I realized that all content is free marketing and I wasn't even trying to promote myself. I was just having fun. So if you're already creating content, you're already in the creator economy. And number 3, audience equals asset. Whatever you produce stays with you, even if your products pivot. And I think an example of this was our YouTube videos. When I first started, before we even created our courses, we started out creating YouTube videos. And I didn't know how wide or what impact that would have. But even though we had pivoted, a lot of times people would always reference back to some of the YouTube videos that I had created in the past. So what are the things you need to avoid? How do we avoid failure? Obscurity. Getting outpaced by louder but less expensive competitors. You do you, run your race, and don't worry about who's doing what. So what does your success vision look like? Creating content helps people find you, and it helps you become the go-to expert, the educator or innovator in your space, whether that's LinkedIn, which is my favorite social medium, or Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever is comfortable for you, you do that. But don't embrace obscurity. Don't get outpaced by others just because you are doing nothing.
Hey there, if you're just joining us, this is Small Biz Catalyst. We would like to invite you into our Tag a Business team. Here's what you need to do. Nominate a small business of your choice, tag them on our website at smallbizcatalyst.org. That's small, BIZCATALYST.org. Tell us your name. Give us your email address because that's how we'll be able to tell you if you're a winner or not. And then give us a website to a business of your choice. It could be your business or somebody else's. Once you've tagged a business, you'll be entered for a $25 drawing to a local business of your choice. We'll announce winners every month. And now, back to the show.
So 4 ways to start creating, even if you're not a creator. The plan is to keep it simple, entry-level content strategies. So 1, document, don't perform. You could share behind the scenes. I've never really shared behind the scenes before, but that's something I'm actually going to try because I do record right here and I could always share that. I could actually get a phone right now and maybe record myself. Maybe I could try that. Let's see. See, I told you I'm an explorer, basically practicing what I'm learning. So this is me recording what I'm doing in the background. Uh-oh. Have you ever meant to record a video and then you actually don't click record? That just happened. Now, I just did a 5-second video. Go where you're comfortable. So if writing is your thing, do that. Don't try to do everything. If podcasting is your thing, I love podcasting and I love doing it during the day. I'm not one that makes up a lot. And I know a lot of people like non-video podcasting. But the fact that I do a video podcast makes me force myself to sit down at a particular time and record. And I love that. You could talk on stories. So if you're on Instagram, you could just literally record yourself talking, put your pictures to it, and that's really cool. I've done that a couple of times. I haven't really done it on stories, but I've done it on my reels. And so now I'm going to challenge myself to do that. Use your frequently asked question. Every question a customer asks you is a content idea. Last but not the least, batch and schedule. Take the pressure off daily posting. Don't require more of yourself than you can give. So batch and schedule. I do my podcast recording on Tuesdays and a lot of my research and everything happens on that day. So you could decide to plan a time, plan a date, do 4 episodes in a day, depending on how short, how long. You could do 4 posts and schedule it on whatever social media platform you're on. But that works for me. All you need to do is pick one and commit to posting 1 time a week for the next month. So pick a platform, pick your comfortable style of sharing, whether that's writing, podcasting, or talking stories. Pick a content idea, batch it in a period of time, schedule, and post. That's it. That's all you need to do. The path to monetization is actually pretty simple, and I trust that you can handle it. So you could try digital products, brand deals, paid workshops, premium memberships or communities, coaching, or consulting. The creator economy isn't a fad. It's a shift in how people do business. You don't have to be an influencer or create influence. You just need to start small, stay consistent, and share your unique lens. Basically, start where you are. My challenge to you today is to think of one way you can turn your knowledge into content this week. Be sure to tag us if you do. I want to see how you win in this economy. And now for the grant section. Today's grant announcement is by Mentor Network Charitable Foundation. Stepping Stones. This grant funds youth development, youth programs, education, employment, economic development, job-related, and business grants. The maximum grant amount is not specified, and there is no deadline. For guidelines and applications, go to networkcharitiesfoundation.org/grants-programs/stepping-stones. You can also contact foundation at sevitahealth.com. That's SEVITA health.com, or go to networkcharitablefoundation.org. The next grant announcement is from Nasdaq Foundation. This grant funds programs around employment, economic development, job-related, and business grants, and it's nationwide. The maximum grant amount is $75,000, and you need to be a 501c3 to qualify. You could also be a for-profit or consultant acting on behalf of a qualified tax-exempt entity or through a sponsor that is tax-exempt. The maximum grant amount is not specified, and the deadline is May 2nd, 2025. For more information, you can go to nasdaq.com/nasdaq-foundation-grants-program. The third grant for today, which we typically don't do 3, but we're doing 3 today, is the D prize. This grant sponsors programs like education, food, agriculture, and nutrition, health, employment, economic development, job-related, and business grants, public safety, international foreign affairs, and national security, social benefits, multipurpose, and others. It's nationwide. The deadlines are for global competition launches on April 7th, 2025. Early submission deadline is May 18th, 2025. Regular submission deadline is June 8, 2025, and the extension deadline is June 29, 2025. The maximum grant amount is $20,000. Deadline, June 8, 2025. For guidelines and application, you can go to d-prize.org. If you've enjoyed this episode or any of our programming, please rate the show and like this episode. If you're feeling exceptional generous, you may leave us a review. Thank you very much for joining us. Until next time.